Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that was this actually Trump and dump and pump and whatever what we're witnessing right now. How is the market manipulated and what has happened recently? What happened with the tariffs on Mexico and Canada? Because there are some great news and therefore, the market is also coming up. Other important thing is that President Trump signed executive order for sovereign wealth fund. And of course, let's talk about Ethereum because, for example, Eric Trump is saying that, in my opinion, it's a great time to add ETH. On the other hand, ETH price is definitely not the strongest, to be honest with you. So all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day, I bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple, just subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. So when we're looking at the price, we can see that Bitcoin is up 4% in the last 24 hours, again above 100,000 US dollars. So what a recovery in such a short term. Ethereum up 7.7%, 2,827 US dollar, getting again closer to 3,000 US dollar. We have some nice gainers in the top 100. Ray 24% up, Axian 23%, Ondo 17%. And look at the others. I'm not going to name them, but again now double digits up, not down. Do we have losers? Well, not really. So actually today we're having a good day and it already kind of started yesterday. And but before it we had a massive dump in altcoins, because when you're looking at Bitcoin, then you can see that, Bitcoin price went all the way down to 91,178 US dollar. And then we had a recovery, and actually yesterday, as you can see here, we closed above again this trend line, which is definitely a positive thing if you're looking at this. Now today we went down, but again be above 100,000. So Bitcoin is holding itself pretty strong for sure. I love the memes, and this one actually perfectly summarized what many times happening. We have the panic sellers on one side, and we have the big whales, what they're doing. So obviously they making much more money, and their strategy is much better, because panic sellers always like panic selling and getting rid of it on a cheaper price. On the other hand, when they would like to sell, the whales are coming and they buying up everything. The panic seller is happy, get rid of that thing. And then what the whale is doing, obviously, not the whale, but the market, the price is going up. And, by that time, the whales own that asset. And those who panic sold, they just sold on a much cheaper price because they were impatient. So, I think this is a perfect summary of this. Guys, now let's move on to the first topic. And the first topic is all about that Trump and leaders of Canada and Mexico had a kind of agreement. Therefore, we can see now a nice recovery in the market. So, as you can see here, Trump, the leaders of Canada and Mexico say tariffs will be delayed 1 month after, talks. They actually had a nice conversation about tariffs. And, here you can see a couple of things posted by here, the Trump Daily Post, that Trump just spoke to the president of Mexico and, said it was a very friendly conversation, and she agreed immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border, separating Mexico and the United States, and so on and so forth. You're going to read it for yourself if you wish. But the bottom line is that it really looks like that this kind of increase in tariffs was rather a strategic move from Donald Trump. So now they sit down and negotiate, and they're fixing the borders. Second one here, from Canada, saying that I just had a good call with President Trump, so Justin Trudeau. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, and personal, all these kind of things. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. So, again, Trump is kind of fixing that. What happened with China, the new tariffs on goods from China went into effect, but this pulled back a little bit the recovery what we have witnessed. But you can see that actually with Canada and Mexico, things looking much better now. And, Trump warns the EU and the UK are in line for tariffs. So that could be actually an interesting thing, what is coming up here. All right. Next topic, let's talk about another thing by Trump. He signs executive order for sovereign wealth fund. So another important thing is what Donald Trump has done recently. He signed an executive order for sovereign wealth fund, and this is actually a kind of important thing. Here, well, I'm not going to read it out, to be honest with you. I was thinking about it, but what is a sovereign wealth fund? But basically, they have it already statewide. So the states such as Texas, New Mexico, and Alaska own multi-billion-dollar funds centered around the real estate, education, and oil drilling. But nationwide, they don't have like a big one. And Trump proposed that. Money from tariffs into a wealth fund that could invest in manufacturers' hubs. So they're going to put the tariffs into that wealth fund and all these kind of things, which actually going to help American people, going to help the economy, of course. And, what else will be in this, wealth fund? It could be even crypto or something. We're going to see it. We don't know it exactly, but actually Cynthia Loomis added that this is definitely a massive thing. And we do know that she's all about the Bitcoin strategic reserve. So, interesting direction, but that was also positive. What is interesting, what's happening around Ethereum, because Ethereum price is kind of, not that strong for sure, losing against Bitcoin, but Eric Trump is really bullish about Ethereum. So back to the Trumps once again, and here we see Eric Trump saying on X that, in my opinion, it's great time to add ETH. And we can see that we're Liberty Financial, scooping up ETH, shopping. On the other hand, when we're looking at the outflows, inflows into crypto spot ETFs, there were inflows when we're looking at the 3rd of February into Ethereum ETF. On the other hand, when we're looking at the Bitcoin one, we had like outflows here, as you can see. So interesting. Still, we're having, Ethereum price down and losing against Bitcoin. And even now, Congress members here having their, ENS domains named as .eth. So I don't know what's happening in the background, but when we're looking at the big picture, to be honest with you, ETH is below 0.03 Bitcoin, the same that it was in 2016. Just like XRP is below 0.000003 Bitcoin, the same as it was in 2013. So, well, interesting, right? But in altcoins, losing really against Bitcoin in long term, yes, there are pumps, definitely. But, when we're looking at Ethereum price, then you can clearly see that, it's done. And this wick, what we witnessed here, which went all the way down here to 2,150 US dollar, in a very, very short period of time. Yes, I do see that there was a massive recovery because ETH became extremely cheap at that time. But, was it for a reason why they pushed it down and something cooking in the background? That's very interesting, because when looking at Ethereum against Bitcoin, this is what you see, right? So I don't see the bottom yet, and it just keep going down, down, down. So maybe it could be good later on, when we found the bottom and then we start to go up, but this is a downward trend so far. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day, I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple, just subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one.